Floyd taking this shit over. You drink my okra water from a bowl. Hey, that nigga Tate's fucking hilarious, bro. That nigga Andrew Tate is fucking deep, bro. That nigga Tate. This gotta be the most hilarious nigga on the planet, bro. You know, I didn't know he was that famous, bro. I really didn't know Andrew. I knew Andrew Tate was famous, but I didn't know so many Americans knew or cared about him for real. But that is a hilarious motherfucker right there, is Andrew Tate, bro. But we must talk about. First of all, it's hot as fuck. I'm gonna go turn that fucking goddamn air down. What the hell? That's gotta be at least 76. This motherfucker. But we must prepare for. You got a kid, bro? No, sir. No kids. But I want 10 plus. What about you? But I'm saying though, we must look. People talk about becoming great all the time. Oh, I want to be great. I want to be great. I want to be the greatest. People talk about Malcolm X. People talk about Andrew Tate. Do you understand the shit that you gotta... People couldn't handle the fucking slander. And before y'all say anything, oh, you're a fucking Andrew Tate dick rider, you're a dick rider. What other influencer talks about genuine shit that's not a comedian or a fucking athlete? You know what I'm saying? Like, who else? Malcolm X is dead. Young Pharaoh's in prison. I mean, Rashad Jamal's in prison. Young Pharaoh, he's done went crazy. So it's like, who else to watch? I start making stuff, waking people up. Who else to watch? Imagine all you do was fly to a country. You fly to a country and people everyone goes crazy. Hell nah, bro, I don't want no kids at all, never, especially in the society we live in. You know, I understand that take. You know, we live in a crazy world. People say it's a sin to raise kids in a crazy world. Look, in my opinion, in order to help the world, we should have as many kids as possible. You are not him. Anyway, yeah, so I believe you should have as many kids as possible. Because the more of us, the better. You know, these people, they want to lower our fucking population. You know, these people want to lower our population down to like a couple 100 million. And there's 8 billion of us. Like, you know that, right? So having as many kids as possible, you know what I'm saying, as many as humanly possible, and training them to be soldiers. So I know what you're saying with that tape, my man, but can't live with the fear mindset. You know, gotta have a bloodline. Good evening to you too, Jack Brunson. This is top level, exquisite, handsome Squidward, fucking ridiculous gas. You know, weed's not something, weed is not something that I really care about. You know, there are a lot of men with a very small, with very, very small testicles. Like, there are very, very, like, there are men who exist that just so happen to have pebble-sized testicles, and they are beyond concerned with smoking weed. Like, bro, write down the top 10 concerns of Earth. Write down the top 10 concerns of planet Earth, the top 10 problems. Write them down. Is smoking weed one of them? You know, and that's not to be a smartass, but because I used to be obsessed with, oh, we gotta go this many days no smoking, go this many days no smoking. Bro, to put your energy toward that is ridiculous, in my opinion. The world needs to end. We need to start over. Well, what do you mean by end? Like we all gotta die? We do need a restart. I don't believe in capitalism. I want to be as rich as possible, but I also don't believe in capitalism. It's bullshit, fam. Dude, are you gay? I mean, like, what are you talking about, man? Everything I talk about is progressing things toward world peace. We got to talk about things that are uncomfortable, that make your blood boil, make you feel awkward. We got to talk about these things to address them. How are you going to fix a problem if you don't even address the problem? You don't address the problem. Someone said, are you doing meth? Famo, this right here is far from meth. But I am in Kentucky, so I can see why you would maybe ask that. But no, pure cannabis. You know, I believe the CIA creates bots to put in our comment section and to put, because think about it. People don't really go out no more. I mean, it's 2025. No one goes out. Unless you're rich. I mean, poor people go out still, but like I just feel like back in the day, you know. So after COVID, people want to stay in the house. I swear to God, I believe the CIA has fucking fake bots that they put in your comments to hate on you. Everything I say is truth. It might not be something you want to fucking hear, but it's truth. I will take the bullets. I will take the fucking bullets. You know, I'm going to start talking about Tate here in a second, but, you know, Tate's old. I mean, Andrew Tate's like, what, 38? Look, we need a youthful, masculine role model. Bro, before you call me a dick rider, who else? Who else's content? Who else to watch besides Tate? Think about it. Malcolm X is dead. Rashad Jamal's in prison. He's still making videos. Shout out Rashad Jamal. Young Pharaoh, he's done went crazy. The CIA done laced him through his baby mom. He's crazy now. He's on TikTok live. His empire done fell. So I figured, bro, I gotta do it. And it's not about ego. It's not about, oh, I did it. I'm just a very quick acting person. Gotta act. Like, I just set my fucking phone up and just started. I smoked 2 joints. Wait, hold on. Who the fuck is slaying grannies is amazing? Granny Slayer. What do you mean by slay, fam? Don't get one of them grannies pregnant. That baby might be a little off. Yeah, I am made by the CIA, dude. Probably. I smoked 2 joints before I smoked 2 joints, and then I smoked 2 more. You know? That have my head hurting. I do love your channel though. No glazing shit. I see what you do. It's not glazing, bro. That's a word invented by the fucking by the What word do I? You know what? I'm gonna say the most cliche word of all time: the Illuminati. Glazing was a word made by the Illuminati. That way, whenever you find someone who talks about real truth and don't give a fuck about what the peasants say, you know, they don't want you to. You feel what I'm saying? You can see the correlation. They want you to say, "Oh, glazing. Oh, you're dick riding, bro. You're glazing, bro." And yes, you're right. Look, wait, who? You are absolutely insane. I'm not gonna lie. I am, and I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna set my goddamn fucking camera up and tell you the most uncomfortable truth you can possibly hear. Bro, I done been through so much in life, bro. I just don't give a fuck no more, bro. I swear to God, I don't give a fuck no more, bro. I will never kill myself. They'll never kill me. Bro, these people can't touch me, bro. So you guys call me insane, in which I would agree with you. But you have to admit, I might be crazy, but I'm right. I would argue that if you don't believe in me, you don't believe in world peace. And who doesn't believe in world peace? Oh, trust me, a lot of people. But there has to be a point to where one day you're not successful, and then in the future you are successful. You can't wait till you're successful, and then, bro, we have to study from the people that's already done this. Malcolm X, Martin Luther King Jr., Andrew Tate, every single man, Rashad Jamal. I don't know Rashad Jamal personally, but I believe he's in prison for a false charge. Anytime you speak out against these child eating, yes, imagine that what that looks like. Yes, you talk about evil. When you expose these bastards, oh, fake case. I don't believe they say Rashad Jamal. It's like something to do with children, fake rape charge or something, bro. Because they're gonna get you with the most heinous crime. No one cares if you get caught for tax evasion. No one gives a fuck. But raping a child? Holy shit. That even just the accusation, your name is slandered. Like, your name is. Because there may be people watching this that have made comments, or there may be people watching this that will become successful one day. Shouldn't you plan ahead? Okay, if I become successful and I speak out against these child-eating government people, and I speak out against the fucking US government and these weirdos, there may be false allegations. There may be assassination attempts. Nigga. Hey, come up here. Because we talk all day. We'll sit there and run that fucking mouth all day about becoming successful. What happens when you actually wake up and you're actually successful? You're not even gonna, like... People talk about, oh, I'm gonna just hire security. Bro, do you even know how to hire security? You have to plan things. You see? A smart man learns from his own mistakes. But a wise man learns from other people's mistakes. They learn from other people. They don't have to, see, I don't have to get into a car accident to think, damn, I need to start slowing down. Fuck. I have friends that have died in car accidents, and I know people that's died. So I already, oh, okay, they've messed up. Let me not even. I don't have to crash my car to slow down. I'm gonna use their accidents. Use. You know what I'm saying? And then the whole thing, you. Oh man, and then you contradict yourself because death isn't even fucking real. Death is an illusion. So then you contradict the whole fucking thing. Yay! Fucking mental fucking explosion, dude. And you know what's fucked up? Because I got dreads and I'm sitting here smoking, people are gonna say, "Oh, you're high, bro. You're high. You're schizophrenic. You're a weirdo." So if I had on a suit and tie and a comb over, and I had a way better camera and a way better setup, then I'd be telling the truth. And if I was pure white instead of half white, you know a fucking homeless person can give you knowledge, bro. Even if I was a fucking trillionaire and I walked past a homeless person and he gave me some fucking game and some knowledge, I would listen. The world's greatest tennis coach never played fucking tennis. I don't gotta be a scientist to tell you some scientific shit. And you know what's fucked up? This fucking hurts my feelings so fucking much. You know what hurts my fucking feelings? People say, "Where's your source?" And I might say, "Well, I meditated and I came up with that conclusion, and I seen a TikTok that made sense." They'd laugh. Bro, you got your information from TikTok? You got your information from meditating? Bro, you're schizophrenic. Get a job. Get a job. You're a weirdo. Says the guy who don't do a goddamn fucking thing for the planet, but talk shit over other people's shit. Destroyers, savages, weirdos, fuck boys. But what's fucked up is they call my source invalid. Like I said, there's people watching me who are tuned in and they understand that just because I got dreads and I'm talking this way and I'm lighting up, they think that my information's invalid. So if I had on a suit and tie and a fucking comb over and a $10,000 podcast setup, now I'm telling the truth, huh? So in order to fucking confuse you, you monkey, in order to manipulate you, all I gotta do is just hire a fucking white guy, give him a comb over and a suit and tie and a slick mouth and a podcast setup, and you're gonna believe any fucking thing he says. Trump could get on camera and say, "Lick your neighbor's ass," and half of America would go lick their fucking neighbor's ass. Pure monkeys. I never really watched Dragon Ball Z like that. I've watched clips on YouTube. I didn't get into anime until a couple years ago. But I know Frieza always calls people, he calls them monkeys. He says it like 1,000 times. There's like a monkey compilation on YouTube. And I understand Frieza. They're monkeys. No, 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 no. This is not ego. This is not ego. This is not me calling them monkeys. Oh, I'm just almighty and you're, bro. Them being ignorant hinders the world. By them being ignorant, we fail to have an army with good numbers. Do you understand this? We need the idiots to wake up. But then again, Do we live in the Truman Show? You know, this is gonna sound very, very, very pessimistic, and I genuinely don't mean it to. But life can feel very fucking little and depressing. You know why? Ever since I was a kid, ever since I was a kid, and I'm sure 90% of kids have had this thought where you're thinking like, what if I'm the only real person and everyone else is an actor? What if I'm the only real person and everyone's like playing a game, playing like a haha like what if it's genuinely a huge movie set and everyone's an actor? Because think about it. When you were born from your mother, do you really got proof that you came out of her? And look, do you have any video proof? And really, video proof, I mean, there's AI, there's all babies look the same, really. Do you remember coming out of your mom? Is that really your mom? Now, I swear to God, I'm not trying to scare you. I'm not trying to say that your mom ain't your mom. I'm just saying, I've always thought of this, even as a kid. I've always thought of this, even as a kid. Like, I didn't even watch The Truman Show till a couple weeks ago, months ago. But I thought, man, is everyone like playing a game? And what if everyone is all in on this big movie set and I'm the only human? Like, and I would genuinely sit there like, bro, that I can't prove that it's not. So they say that there are, and I'm not sure if I believe this yet, but they say that there's around 144,000 real people out here, like with with the real soul. There's 144,000. Everyone else is NPC, no soul, robot. They're in on the game, Truman Show actors, or they're just so ignorant that they're just taking up space like cattle. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little bit fried. I forgot where I was going with that, but it's like I've always thought it was the Truman Show. Like so 144,000 real people, and the rest of the billions are fake. So I will sit here and say this on camera. I low key believe in see, like I said, life is depressing because my mind is so bipolar. Sometimes I don't know what gotta be grounded and pick something and go with it. But there may be 144,000 real people, and everyone else may be actors on Earth. Um, Everyone else may be actors on Earth, bro. If I booked a flight, bro, I feel like people are watching. Like I'm not schizophrenic. I'm not a weirdo. I'm not crazy. Well, I mean, am I? But if I was to book a flight to a different country, I swear to God, there would be actors like on their way to that country to go set up shop. Like, watch the Truman Show. It'll have you fucked up. I'm telling you. That's a movie that I've heard of my whole life and never watched it till one day I finally watched it. You see, or or you could just be willfully ignorant and be like that one dude on the Matrix and just say, fuck it. I'm just gonna just not even think about it. I'm just gonna just live in the Matrix, whatever, fuck it. Or do you sit in the depressing real world of truth that's nowhere near as comfortable? I'm not comfortable at all. The average American is comfortable. They have no worries. You know what I mean? I'm not comfortable. Ignorance is bliss. You know, I've said this before on one of my previous episodes. I made a post on TikTok. The post was basically about world peace by 2030. No obesity by 2030. Fred Clinton says so. You wouldn't believe the amount of negative comments on that post. How the fuck can you extract anything negative from a TikTok saying world peace by 2030? This one dude, I think he was black, he was a fucking coon. Uncle Ruckus. Oh my god, I can't. Matter of fact, when I get off this, I might fuck around and watch Uncle Ruckus, bro. I think it was a black dude. He said, you're a delusional weirdo, bro. That shit ain't gonna happen. Like, bro, just Truman Show. Like, just fake. Like, how can you be such a peasant? Can every human on Earth get in shape? You've seen my 600-pound life. And those some of those people get in shape. Like, there was a guy, I forgot his name, he was like a redheaded dude. He lost the weight. And if he were to get that skin surgery, he'd look good, bro. Even the most extreme obese people, every single human on Earth has the potential to get in shape. And with potential means possibility. It's not impossible. Every human could start today and work out in their living room, or if they're homeless, outside. And they could get in shape, which means it's possible. So why are you trying to down me for something that's possible, weirdo? But there's so many possibilities. He could have been a CIA bot. He could have been a weirdo, just some guy. He could have been maybe just ignorant, and no one's ever taught him that you can actually achieve huge things. You know, there's different possibilities. So I don't respond back to comments simply because does the world really change whether I respond or not? Is it worth going back and forth? Like, does it really change the world? Or does action change the world? So it could have been an AI bot, some weirdo. And I'm not gonna fucking argue with a bot, so I need to breathe for a little bit. I keep forgetting because I just set the camera up and I just start blasting away, but I'm on some shit to where like, you know, it's shout out Rashad Jamal, man. I mean, it's inspiration from Rashad Jamal. Like, just the first 30 minutes of his joint would be pure setting the energy, setting the tone of the speech, of the lecture. You know, just setting the tone, like just meditate, light one up, destroy all negative energy. I forgot to do that. If you consent, I'm gonna send positive energy through the phone, whether you're watching this live or whether you're watching this years from now, whatever. If you consent, I'm sending positive energy throughout this house. I just envision the whole house, nothing negative, purely high vibrational. Because obviously we don't fuck with peasant energy, only peace energy. You know how you're scrolling late at night at like 3 a.m. and then you come across that creepy ass reel that scares the fuck out of you? It's like creepy as fuck. It was a cartoon. This little boy or something was having sleep paralysis, and this like weird looking demon with like this weird distorted voice was like, "I'm gonna watch over you while you sleep. I'm gonna." And then like this light just burst out of nowhere. This fucking light, and you hear a sword noise like shing, and it was Michael, which is my name, Michael Aaron Johnson, but it was Michael, and he says basically, get the fuck away from this boy. I don't sleep. I'm watching over you. Like, we give these sleep paralysis demons and these false demons so much power, you know? And because 99% of those reels, it's just that, like the sleep paralysis demon. But no, the Michael came in and said, fuck that. That's the energy we all have to be on. That's the energy we all have to be on. The next time you're having sleep paralysis, soar up from your bed and imagine a golden bubble that destroys all evil and flex your chest and your nutsack and fucking like genuinely invite them to try and damage you. Like invite them to damage you. They can't. They only feed from your mind, from your fear. It was a very, very awesome Instagram reel. Very unexpected ending. Very, very unexpected ending. You know how you do it? Whether you've actually got a big nutsack or not, whether it's actually physically big, you gotta have a fucking metal 25-pound fucking nutsack. You just have to simply say, I'm not even gonna give these demons the joy of even a percent of fear. Even if I was stranded in the middle of the ocean at pitch black, halfway in the bottom of the ocean, Point Nemo. You know when you have negative thoughts? You know when you have negative thoughts, right? You know demons feed off that, right? I don't see an advantage if I'm on Point Nemo and it's black and I've tried to swim to shore and there's no hope and my body gave out and I'm probably gonna die. What good does it do to even give these fucking demons that fear, that loosh? I'm gonna say this is a cool death. Pitch black, storm, middle of the ocean. I'm gonna die like a fucking saint, like a god. I'm gonna fucking sink in there with a smile. Like, this is horribly scary. I'm not giving y'all no loosh. Fuck that. That's the level. See, that's the level you have to go in order to beat these demons. Because trust me, them demons will go that level. Oh, trust me. Your dad black or your mom black? My dad's black, mom's white. 50-50. But you know what's crazy is that a lot of black people are part white. You know people didn't know that Malcolm X was part white? A lot of people were raped back in the day, still today, of course, but back in the day, and they've made a mixed baby, and then throughout history, that mixed baby dated a black woman, mixed baby, you know what I'm saying? And a lot of people is 1/16th white. A lot of people is 1/24th white, 1/4 white. Malcolm X was 1/4 white. Because I'm not I'm not a self-proclaimed genius or anything. I will say matter of fact, why am I see that's Satan. Satan almost got me. See, Satan almost tricked me. Fuck that. I am a genius. Satan almost said, "Nah, don't. You ain't a genius. Nah, don't call yourself that. Don't have that confidence, Fred Clinton." See, even Fred Clinton almost has them times when Satan almost got me. I'm a fucking genius. Fuck that. I done forgot what the hell I was even. See, I done got worked up. See, you, you gotta catch yourself humbling yourself, cause you'll never reach the top. Cause you keep putting a container on your limit, and you wonder why you're not successful. One thing a demon is not is lazy. I don't think there's a such thing as a lazy demon. Maybe the lazy demon itself. You know, and I've actually talked about this before. I believe the hardest drug to stop using is laziness. I believe the hardest thing to do is to beat the lazy demon. I genuinely believe that. What percent of people wake up and genuinely, I'm going to repeat, genuinely, think of what genuinely means. Actually, genuinely try their exact hardest in life? What percent of Americans don't take a fucking second off? They really go hard with whatever they believe in. Let's just say 99.999 don't. My mom light skin, my grandma light skin, my dad brown skin. Damn, so what you? My mom light skin. So mixed like me, my grandma light skin, my dad brown skin. You know, you see down like to sit there and calculate, like bro, is Steph Curry black? If you're 1/4 black, what if you only got 1/4 black in you? Are you black? So if you're half black and half white, you're black. But if you're 1/4 black and 3/4 white, are you black? Like, at what limit do we draw the line? Or if you're Malcolm X and you're 3/4 black and 1/4 white, what if you're 1/8 white? Like, that's how it doesn't make sense. That's how you know that what they taught us is an illusion. Most of us are GMO. There's a lot of black people who have a little white in them because there was a rape down the line. Think of it. How many black women was raped back in the day? Think about this. White man, black woman, boom. The baby is half white, half black. That baby marries a black woman. Boom. Now that baby is 1/4 white. Boom. And then they marry black. Then they marry black. So down the line, you may be 1/16th white. You know, like your great 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 grandfather may have been a white man. Hey, granddad, white as hell, hillbilly, slave owner. Hey, granddad. So where do we draw the line? I'm black and Native American. Hell yeah. I'm not gonna lie. My mind is so confused because I done read every theory there is. I heard black is the same thing as Native American. I don't know. You mean such as Cherokee, Indian, that type of Native American? That's a rare. I don't see many Native Americans. It's a rare group of people for sure. You know how conscious I am of everything, and this is how life is so depressing. Every sip, see, this is how my mind works. I've probably taken how many sips so far in this episode? Probably 20, 30 sips. I swear to God, every single sip I take, I think of these ingredients. Look, that whole square is ingredients. I'm too conscious, especially after smoking. You know, damn, just damn. Yeah, I'm Cherokee and black. That's wild, fam. Shit, I'm not gonna lie. You know, I'm definitely a weird person, and I want to be. You know, I'm not gonna lie, fam. Like, whenever you say I'm Cherokee and black, my mind just thinks like, damn, that's cool. Like, that's genuinely awesome. Like, that's a rare group of people. Like, that's dope. And then my mind thinks of 20 other things to say, and I just fail to choose a thing to say. Because is there a right answer to say, you know? See, my mind is just. So which one? So which parent is Cherokee? Famo. That's hard, bro. I literally can't remember last time I seen a Native American person. And you know what's crazy? I'm actually from Kentucky, and I'm from a city where Abraham Lincoln used to stay at. Literally, like probably a 3 minute drive from where I'm making this at. There is Abraham Lincoln's old cabin. You know, so I remember like on field trips, I think I seen some Native Americans at like the log cabin. Bro, that's actually like genuinely, bro. That is a rare group of people, Native American. I'm not gonna lie. Now that I'm really thinking about it, bro, it's so common to see a black person, a Chinese person, you know, white, Indian, but to see a Native American, do they, is there just less of them or do they just live in secluded areas and there's really high populations of them? I don't know. Genuinely don't know. I quit smoking. All I do is LSD and shrooms. Yeah, I've never done LSD, done shrooms a couple times. I'm curious, how come you don't smoke, but you do those? My Dukes is Cherokee and like a quarter of white and black also. Yeah, I quit smoking. All I do now is LSD and shrooms. I'm not gonna lie, bro. I've never tried LSD. I'm just scared of that. Scared of that kind of shit. But how was it for you though? 'Cause I've heard all types of different things. I've had so many people in my life. I've asked them like, how's acid? I've never, you know what I'm saying? Did shrooms, weed, and alcohol, and I guess tobacco. That's it. Can't wait to stretch tonight. Definitely need that. Hoe. Look, on a serious note, what if you are the guy that actually wakes up and is successful? You know, you're not gonna know what to do with yourself. If there's guys that find out that you're rich and they're after you, you're not gonna know what the fuck to do. You don't have a fucking brotherhood. You don't have a plan. You don't know how to hire security. You don't know how to move with women, how to tell them to not post nothing and don't, you know, like, you can imagine how calculated Tate was to come to Miami. I don't think he just stumbles upon a plane and comes into Miami. It's very calculated with security, boom, like it's very, you know, realize I'm saying you know a lot, by the way. Yo, how was LSD for you, fam? I never tried it. And what is? Oh yeah, you got. Well, is that Chinese? I thought that shit said Ashley. That's a whole different language. But wouldn't it be smart to prepare yourself for your success? Wouldn't that be the smart thing to do? To prepare yourself for success. You have to fight the laziness of it. You have to fight the laziness of it. How many people watching this want to be successful? And then, whatever the answer is to that question, one day, what if you are actually mega successful, rich and famous? You could be famous accidentally. You could invent something and accidentally your name gets out there. If you want to be great, you have to prepare beforehand. You know, and there I go, I'm fried butter. Fuck it, more. I don't give a fuck. It's not real. It's not even all real. It's all die one day. How significant will this blunt be whenever I die one day? Maybe it will be significant. I believe it will. I believe everything is. Do you know why they call it matter? I made this up, by the way. Do you know why they call it matter? because everything matters. Like, the word matter is purely ego. For example, if I say, mm, basketball doesn't matter, the NBA doesn't matter to me. They don't matter. If the NBA shut down today, they don't matter. That's purely an opinion because another person might be the opposite. No, hell no, I love the NBA. They matter. I'd be hurt if they shut down. Now there may be. Does anybody care about the blade of grass? Blade number 7,554,934,645,326. Like, does anybody care about that specific blade of grass in India behind someone's house on the corner? A blade of grass? Does any human genuinely care about that blade of grass? Maybe not a single human. But does it mean that it doesn't matter? Because why would it exist if it doesn't matter? Because if it didn't, it matters somehow, some way, to something. So I feel like that's why they call it matter. Like matter, things, solid matter. Because it all matters. There's no such thing as nothing matters. Even the most insignificant things all have meaning and they matter. But it's important to not get tied up too much with emotions. I don't smoke because I care for my cardiovascular system. Smoking makes your stamina bad. Facts. LSD is good, but it's just like shrooms, just more potent and it opens your third eye. But there is also good trips and bad trips depending on me. Yeah. It's just something I would be paranoid doing. I actually have a friend who quite often tells me to not do it because he has some bad experiences on it. And like you say, probably had a bad frequency, probably wasn't in a good mood that day. That definitely, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm sure if you do LSD, when you're in a great mood, you're hiking, and you don't do too much, I'm sure it'd be pretty fun. But if you're in a shitty mood, like, yeah, I can see that. And yes, I agree with you. There's no way smoking this many blunts is good for your cardiovascular health. I agree. You know, you actually just nudged me a little closer to not to quit smoking, or at least quit smoking as often and switch to weed tea. You can drink a cup of weed tea in the morning and be good all day. 2 shots. Because you know how I know this? Because I've done it. Literally, you wake up in the morning and you make your tea. Boom, drink your shot. It is pretty gross. But then boom, you're good all day. If you're an extreme stoner and you just have to have it, in the morning, if you were to drink that, you're good all day. It's going to last 8 hours. And then at night, you don't even, bro, the the amount of tea you need is so ridiculous. Like, it's so little. It's literally like a quick drink and you're fried all day. It's so potent. And I kind of only want to, yeah, you actually nudge me a little closer to not smoke. CBD, by the way, pure legal. It's a vape shop weed. Or you can switch to CBD or just do edibles. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Edibles, weed tea. Yeah. You know, you're right. Smoking every day, man. You're right, man. That's a great observation. I gotta quit smoking every day. Honestly, I want to get to a point to where I'm only using weed tea slash smoking a couple times a month. I feel like that's like maximum 10 days out of the month I'm fried from mostly weed tea, maybe just a couple blunts a month. I mean, I also work out every single day, so I burn it off, but can't be good for cardiovascular health, as you say. Just no way. It's genuinely addicting. Nah, one time I tried CBD in college. I bought it. So there was a store, and basically they had like this CBD pen, and I couldn't believe it. Could This was like 2018, so it was like unheard of in Kentucky for them to have a even CBD like weed. It was just weird. Like, damn, they really got. And then eventually they had like actual pen. Like, it's crazy, but it was CBD. That's when I thought CBD, like, I knew CBD didn't get you like high, but I thought it did something to your body, like it made your body relax. And me being a track athlete in college, I was like, hell yeah, I'm gonna try this. Let's just say I've probably never been more disappointed in my entire life ever. I would literally hit it, and I swear it was more of a placebo effect than anything. Thinking I was good after I ate, but it was crazy. Wouldn't say I wasted money because I learned, but what even is the point of CBD if you don't feel it? If you don't, huh? I'd like to research that. I generally don't know the point of CBD weed because I thought years ago when I tried it, I thought that your brain wouldn't get high, but your body would be. I thought CBD just made your body high and not your brain, and that's heaven for an athlete. And well, every human should be an athlete, but yeah, it basically didn't do anything at all. I'm sure if I had some high quality CBD gummies, but it's funny, and I've said this before a couple times, I believe, but it's important to reiterate it. It's important to touch on topics, to retouch up on things, refresh your brain, jog your memory. Me and one of my friends, we used to gas, and every day we used to be obsessed with quitting. Like, we gotta quit smoking. We gotta quit smoking. We even had like a notebook, and we would count the days that we quit. Like, you know, mark a day out or whatever. It wasn't until, honestly, I swear to God, a couple weeks ago, maybe a couple days ago, yeah, maybe a couple days ago, I might have discovered this thought on live, but I was like, how foolish to put that much energy toward quitting smoking when you could have put that same energy toward It's not like you can smoke and at the same time do some shit that's gonna make you successful. Or just okay, quit smoking and just don't think about smoking, and then like whichever route you pick, whether you keep smoking or you don't, even just putting that much energy toward that, like you have a certain amount of brain power to use every day. The average human sleeps for 8 hours, which leaves 16 hours. The average human has 16 hours of brain power in their day, every day. What are they using their brain power towards? What are they using their aura, their physical and mental energy? Which alleyway? Where are they using their energy? And me and my friend were using our brain power toward quitting smoking weed. Like that's just, bro. I would rather convert that same. I would rather just not even care about the weed. Like, okay, if we spend hours a day to go get the weed, to smoke it, to chill with our friend, to do this and that, but we can get on the phone and work at the same time. Like, it's that does nothing. Like, weed is such a small priority on the list of world problems. I wouldn't look at a guy any more or less if he smoked weed. I would judge him based off of his character. There's people who don't smoke weed and they're fucking psychopaths. I would argue psychopaths don't smoke. You know, but yeah, just realize the amount of brain power used towards something so foolish. It just didn't make a lot of sense to me. Does that make sense? So I just started to everything I do on a day-to-day basis is positive. I use my time wisely. Even if I'm gonna relax, that's just my computer shutting off. The computers are built from our brain. Think about it. The human brain invented computers. So we basically made it in the image of our brain. So I'm fried and lost thought. Oh yeah. So computers need time off. If you run the computer 24/7, it's going to overheat and it's going to lag and it's going to make noises. You got to unhook it and plug it off for a couple hours. That's the human brain. Every single human on earth sleeps. Even the hardest working humans sleep eventually, even for a couple hours a day. That's proof that it literally needs time to shut off and rest. And, let's look. Watch this. Getting a massage. That's work. Because you got to take care of your body. I probably allocate an hour total of my day watching, let's say, video game stuff on YouTube or like some podcast or something. 1 to 2 hours of my day right now is probably allocated toward, I guess, chilling or relaxing. So that's a pretty solid, if I sleep for 8 hours, that means what, 14 hours toward greatness? But those 1 or 2 hours, because think about it. You gotta reproduce, gotta have babies, gotta populate. That's could be considered, oh, you're not focused. What if I'm trying to have kids? So things that are considered work seem like relaxing. If I'm laying in the bed and my girl's massaging me, it seems like I'm on my phone, but I'm really editing content, or I'm doing something constructive. And I will say, on average, some days I may work particularly hard, and maybe I've only allocated 30 minutes, but I would say on average 1 to 2 hours of my day would be allocated toward purely watching speed runs, just random. I'm just random YouTube, maybe a podcast, Malcolm X, Andrew Tate, some figure. That's my source of dopamine. I don't play video games, even though I love video games. I plan to start streaming. That takes money. You been gave up on that. Nothing can make me want to have kids. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I been gave up on that. Would you say would you say that you gave up on that because of how evil society is? The women these days ain't shit. You know? I would have to agree with you. Um I've kind of I think it's called cognitive dissonance. It's whenever you're awakened to a truth and your brain just doesn't want to believe it. Like, nah, bro. Like, cause for example, let's just say you're a Christian and then someone comes along and explains why Christianity's fake. And then that Christian goes through cognitive dissonance, like, what is it? Like, no. And so they're like vetting, that it's not like, nah, you're full of shit. Like, you are correct, man. A lot of these women aren't shit, bro. And so much of that woman content is, it's so sad to say, but all that red pill shit they post on fucking Facebook and social media, it's fucking true, dude. It is, bro. Bro. I was going through cognitive dissonance. I didn't really want to believe it. But yeah, most women genuinely just don't understand how to be goddesses. And you know why I believe that? What the fuck is that? Because I believe women are higher than men. And you know what they say? The bigger you are, the harder you fall. Why do you think women fell so low in frequency? I went to college. I could go to study hall. Not the bar, study hall for the athletes. I could go to the cafeteria and just look around. Ho, friend fucked her, train ran on her, friend fucked her, my football fucking friend. Like, I can literally sit there and point out and, cause, look, bro, unfortunately, damn, I just hate to even say this. It hurts saying, but that is a correct statement. These women these days ain't shit. Golly, man. Because I believe women are higher than men. And they say the bigger you are, the harder you fall. That's why Women fell. They didn't. Men fell in frequency, of course, but women fell. They don't. Women don't understand. They're the goddesses of the universe. If they knew that, they wouldn't fuck all these dudes and be obsessed with Instagram likes and scrolling Facebook and being obsessed with fucking bullshit and ran through. They wouldn't if they understood that they were goddesses. I don't think they would treat their soul like that. So I'm trying to wake everyone up. Yo, bro, society plus the women also, oh man, are all alone in this world besides your parents having your back. And some people don't want you to have that. Yeah, my friend doesn't have that. You know, fucking sheesh, man. There are genuinely people genuinely alone with no one. That's why I started making these podcast episodes. Guess what the name of this podcast is called? I know you're thinking, oh, podcast? It's just my iPhone, right? When I get rich, when I get some money, trust me, this podcast is going to be better. But that's why the name of this podcast is World Peace by 2030 podcast. So the people you're saying, fam, they don't got parents and that's lonely, we're going to help them. We're taking action. See, I'm all about action. Action. There's like some fucking noise going on. Like fucking. What the hell? But I'm all about action. Yeah, I'll go live on YouTube and I'll tell you, but I'm really training every day. I really got to plan it and I'm acting on my plan every day to do this shit. And I'm not hiding like a coward. I refuse to be a coward. Won't happen. I'm gonna have to get this stretch in eventually. Cause sheesh. And going live will attract so many like-minded individuals. Yes, sir. Shout out, homie. I would say for the people that always talk about being successful, you have got to plan for when you actually become successful. What if you were to fucking be the next Mark Zuckerberg tomorrow? What if you were to invent something? What if you were to hit a meme coin and make 30 million tomorrow? What would you even know what to do with it? You gotta plan these things. If you're gonna speak out against the government, if you're gonna be rich and famous, you gotta know how to hire security. You gotta know how to move, know how to be safe, know how to not be paranoid. It wouldn't hurt to spend an hour or two of your day planning. Memorize some emergency contacts. Memorize bank cards. You know, memorize passwords. And just be aware. Don't be paranoid, but just be aware. Pay attention. It's about time for me to do some other work. And we shall continue tomorrow. What you learned today, the main key is prepare for your success. Of course, we talked a bunch of other shit, a bunch of other greatness. But the main key of today's podcast episode is to spend an hour or two of your day preparing. Memorize emergency contacts. Memorize the person you can rely on the most. Memorize their contacts. Memorize your bank card. And prepare for your success. What would you do if you just had 20 million and influence? What would you do if you received a DM from someone with a death threat? Would you have anxiety? Are you trained with a weapon? Do you know how to hire security? Do you know how to not be a pussy? These are things you gotta prepare. All I can really do is tell you through the camera, good luck. And take the advice. Till then.